17th century Britain was a time of a lot of turmoil. There was war, there was plague. Probably the most significant event was the beheading of the king.
Within Britain, you had a complete change of regime from a monarchy under Charles I to a revolution, through a period of republicanism, right back to the return of the monarchy in 1660.
It's really where the foundation of the Westminster system of government comes from, is that period of turmoil through the English Civil War. The John Emmerson Collection is the single most important and significant body of material around 17th century British life and politics that exists in this region. And it's second to none in terms of the research potential that it opens up to everybody interested in that really important period of British history.
So the Emmerson Collection consists of over 5,000 items, printed items mostly. John Emmerson was a very remarkable man. He started out as a physicist and went to Oxford to do his PhD, and that's where he fell in love with early modern books from the 17th century.
He left this amazing collection to the library in his will as a bequest, and so after his passing in 2014, the collection came to the library here, and part of the reason that John wanted the material to be held in this library was that he wanted it to be accessible to all the people of Victoria to enjoy it in the way that he had.
The collection contains a huge variety of books, including things that might have belonged in a royal library, very elite texts, right down to the pamphlets that people read every day as part of the news. So the collection gives you a really good cross-section of life in 17th century Britain and the role that books had in that life.
A problem that you have with rare book collections is that you want the world at large to know about these books, but because they're rare and fragile, the world at large can't just walk into the library, pick one up and start reading it. So we had the idea of working on some kind of exhibition that would represent what the books were like without actually having to have people come in and touch the books.
Beyond the Book is a digital exhibition of the John Emmerson Collection, and it charts paths through the collection in terms of 7 stories. There's one set of stories that are about making, using and collecting books, and then there's another set of stories that are about the book in 17th century life.
For me, one of the most exciting parts of our digital exhibition is the use of the photogrammetry technique to create 3D scans essentially of some of the really unique bindings in the collection, specifically the embroidered bindings. These are books that are very fragile, and we don't handle them really any more than we have to as curators and conservators of the John Emmerson Collection. So to be able to give people a chance to engage in a really detailed way with those fragile material objects through that digital medium is very exciting. It'll let people handle and explore these books in a way that is actually superior to what you can do in person with the real book. As a researcher, as a scholar and a curator of the Rare Books Collection, it's been a really thrilling opportunity to get to connect with experts in other areas and share this collection in a whole new way with a really wide audience.